You can have multiple Etsy shops. Etsy allows it. But if you run them from the same browser on the same device, Etsy can link them together, and if one shop gets suspended, the others can go down with it. In this video, I'll show you exactly how to keep every shop fully separated, step by step. So how does Etsy link accounts? Device fingerprinting. Every time you open Etsy, your browser exposes a set of signals: your device type, screen resolution, time zone, IP address, and dozens of other details. Together, they form a unique fingerprint. If two seller accounts share that fingerprint, Etsy knows they're run by the same person from the same device. This is how Etsy catches policy violations, but it also catches legitimate sellers who run multiple shops the wrong way. And there's a practical problem too. Constantly logging in and out of seller accounts is slow and risky. One wrong click and you're listing a product in the wrong shop or replying to a customer from the wrong account. This is Incogniton, an anti-detect browser shown here in the new V5 interface. The idea is simple: one browser profile per Etsy shop. Every profile is a fully isolated environment with its own fingerprint, its own cookies, and its own IP address. To Etsy, each profile is a different seller on a different device, and you can run them all at the same time, side by side. Quick but important, Incogniton handles the technical separation, but Etsy has its own rules for running multiple shops, and you need to follow them. 1. Each shop needs its own separate email address. 2. Transparency. Etsy requires you to disclose in each shop's About section that you operate other shops. That's what separates legitimate multi-shop sellers from people gaming the platform. 3. Keep branding and listings distinct per shop. Different niches, different products. Don't duplicate the same listings across stores. Follow those rules, add proper technical separation, and you're running multiple shops exactly the way Etsy intends. Let's set it up. In Incogniton, click New Profile. Name it after the shop it belongs to. Here that's Etsy Vintage Prints. Incogniton generates a unique device fingerprint for this profile automatically. Next, in the same panel, the proxy. This step is essential. A unique fingerprint isn't enough if your shops share an IP address. Select your proxy type, paste in the details, and verify the connection. One dedicated IP per shop. Residential or ISP proxies work best for Etsy. Then save the profile. Before logging in, one step most people skip: warming up the profile. A brand new browser with zero history that goes straight to a seller login looks unnatural. So open the cookie collector, add etsy.com as a URL, and start it. Incogniton visits the site in the background and builds up real cookies. So when you log in later, your session looks like a returning visitor instead of a suspicious fresh browser. You can let this run while you do something else. Now hit Start on the profile. A clean browser window opens. This is the isolated environment for shop number 1. Head to etsy.com and log into the first seller account. And there it is, the Shop Manager dashboard. From now on, this shop lives in this profile and only this profile. Cookies, sessions, and history all stay locked in here. For your second shop, repeat exactly the same steps: new profile, its own proxy, cookie warm-up, log in. And this is the result. Both profiles running at the same time. Both Shop Manager dashboards open side by side. No logging out, no switching, no risk of posting in the wrong shop. Don't take my word for it. You can verify the separation yourself with bscan.info, a free fingerprint checker. Open it inside a profile and you'll see exactly the fingerprint Etsy sees. The IP, the device, all of it unique to that profile. Run it in your other profile and you'll get a completely different signature. 2 profiles, 2 devices, as far as Etsy can tell. Link to bscan.info in the description. A few habits keep this setup clean. Open only the profiles you need that day and close them when you're done. Everything for a shop happens inside its own profile. Listings, orders, messages. Never log into Shop A inside Shop B's profile. Keep the proxy consistent. Once a profile has Etsy login history on an IP, stick with that IP. Swapping proxies on an established profile actually raises detection risk. And if you work with a team, Incogniton's team management lets you give someone access to specific shop profiles without ever sharing your Etsy passwords. So each shop in its own profile with its own fingerprint and its own IP. Etsy sees separate sellers, because as far as the platform is concerned, they are. Combine that with Etsy's own rules and you're set. Get started at Incogniton.com. Link in the description, along with the full Etsy guide and the bscan.info fingerprint checker. If this helped, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.